So we got some rumors, some news about another Primarch return update. Yes, more Primarch return news. I know people are still like, well, we got Fulgrim back, and we've done surprise Jack All with him as a character, except for one book that is, But really, now we're getting news that another Primarch is going to be returning to the setting very soon, because GW knows that Primarchs make money, and if it's one thing GW loves, other than, giving the middle finger to its fandom, it's making money from the fans that they love giving the middle finger to. So we've heard a lot of rumors regarding a Primarch returning. And we've heard rumors that it could be Russ, it could be Alfarius, it could be someone else. But now we have a new one, and I'm not even going to bother trying to hype up the mystery. You already saw the title. Lorgar is now the next Primarch set to be returning. So let's talk about that. Let's talk about the possibility and what would it be like if Lorgar returned to the setting. Now, I do think it's a high possibility we'll be getting another Primarch returning, since there is rumors that they're updating Guilliman's model. So I imagine they're trying to, because they're doing a lot of Ultramarine stuff, because God forbid we look at anything else other than Ultramarines. I love the Ultramarines. I really do. But, guys, you have, Space Wolves and Ultramarines are seemingly the only ones who got any major updates outside that weren't Horus Heresy. I know someone was going to say, oh, but Salamander's got so much stuff in Horus. That's Horus Heresy. Okay? So, yeah. So Lorgar returning. I think we are getting, by the end of this edition, I think we're getting another Primarch return. I think there is a strong possibility of another Primarch making a big return to the setting. I don't know who, but this new rumor does say Lorgar. Now, personally, I was kind of thinking they would have another Loyalist Primarch return. That was kind of my thought process, and I still hope that is. I was kind of dreading Russ because, I'm sorry, Space Wolves fans, I just don't care about Space Wolves, let alone Leman Russ. But it still would have been cool to have another Loyalist Primarch, even though they haven't done anything since Lion's return. So I do think we are, because I know they're going to make a lot of money from it, but I do think we are, I'm going to say it's a good 60-70% chance of, before the year's out and this edition is over, we're going to have one more Primarch return to coincide with Fulgrim. And that's what a lot of people were thinking, was that, if it is going to be another Primarch returning, since we had Fulgrim return, it should make sense that we have a Loyalist coincide with it. But now this new rumor that it's Lorgar is kind of fascinating. So I'm not going to talk about gameplay-wise. I'm going to talk about lore-wise, of the effect of, Lorgar Aurelius returning from the warp. Now, the big thing is, I think Lorgar is probably, if it is Lorgar, first off, I'm sorry, Iron Warriors fans. They really hate you. GW legit told you to your face, F you in Perturabo. Because if they picked Lorgar to return over Perturabo, that says something. I don't know what you did, what Iron Warrior fans did, but, they just don't like you, I guess. But Lorgar returning, what would that look like? What would it look like lore-wise? Personally, Lorgar coming back would be a big thing, at least in my opinion. Because, one, you could easily have Lorgar be the guy who is that whole book you guys cling to like a lifeline about the Emperor. Yeah, I'm the one who came up with it. You know how world-shattering or spiritually shattering that would be for the Imperium, of just Lorgar looking at the the Bible, the essential Bibles for the Emperor, and how the Emperor is worshipped. I think he would be a mixture of, I did it first, and now you're just following my teachings. And also he'd be like, this is too good. That would be so cool, of having a moment where Lorgar at first would be angry, and then he'd have a moment of, see, I was right. The Emperor is a god, and now everyone's worshipping him. It would be even so mocking to Guilliman, where he's like, you couldn't even stop it, right? You could, it must really kill you, brother, that all the teachings that our father tried to bestow upon us, the Imperium did it anyway, and now you have to acquiesce to it. How nice is that? So I think that would be a big thing right there, is that Lorgar would, like, Lorgar's return would just shake the Imperium on a spiritual level, because again, all of these teachings come from Lorgar's writing. That's one of the reasons why the Horus Heresy happened, if in the first place. So that's why I think is a major change of having Lorgar come back. Also, like, the other thing is Word Bearers would probably get a little more love. As much as I love the Night Lords, the Word Bearers are my number 2 when it comes to favorite Chaos Legions. And that's the other thing. The Word Bearers, out of most of the Chaos Legions, are one of the most put-together legions out there and still holding together. If their father returned, they were very loyal to Lorgar. So if they hear their father is returned, it's not going to be like with the Emperor's Children and like the World Eaters, who are like, or even the Death Guard, who some of them don't even like their father and want to do their own war bands. The Word Bearers, the moment they hear Lorgar is back, they're going to come running to him, like, immediately. And we did get a tease of, I would actually put a little more stock into this than Lehman or Alfarius, or I'll just call him Alfarius, coming back. Because remember, there was a short, one of the, on Warhammer Plus, talking about Cadians, about on a piece of Cadia, and they encounter a Word Bearer, and when he dies and goes to the warp, Lorgar's spirit is there to greet him. So maybe they are teasing Lorgar coming back. I think also the other thing is that if Lorgar comes back, I think if anyone's going to rein in Mortarion, Fulgrim, and Angron, as well as Magnus, to get those behind him, it would be Lorgar, who's been like the closest to the Chaos Gods. If anything, Lorgar would probably be just as bad as Horus coming back, because I think Lorgar, now that he's spent so much time in the warp and probably communing with the Chaos Gods, he'd probably get, like, we'd look at like a second heresy, the Lorgar heresy, or even Warhammer End Time, Warhammer 40k End Times. Hopefully it'll be better than Warhammer Old Times in the previous continuity. I mean, Old World, excuse me. So yeah. The other thing of, like, if Lorgar comes back, then that means Corvus is not far behind. That would be another plus. If Lorgar is the next one to return, then, Corvus Corax is hot on the trail of him. So could it be that if Lorgar is the next Primarch to return, then they would have to do like 2 Loyalist Primarchs, right? Like, you could easily have Corvus be the next one, and then pick like either Vulcan or Khan or Rogel or someone else to come back. I'm just shocked that, like, if it's true, then, like, it feels kind of weird that you had 2 Traitor Primarch. We've now had 2 Traitor Primarch models come back. I would at least think they would counterbalance, kind of like when they brought Angron back. They counterbalanced with Lion. So, yeah. But I guess, again, Iron Warriors fans, I guess they're just telling you to just suck it, I guess. But yeah, you guys tell me in the comments below. What do you think of the possibility of Lorgar being the next Primarch to return? Are you guys excited? Are you guys not? What do you think it would be like for the setting? And also, what Primarch were you kind of hoping for, Loyalist or Traitor otherwise? Just comment below, let me know. Other than that, I hope y'all enjoyed this. I'm Mr. Multiverse. I'll see you next time in the Multiverse.